Middle of your screen, you see the second-ranked Red Ramblers of Mooseheart taking the floor as we all done with our third-place game. Unity High going out a winner, 59-43. You see the score, and now Heyworth taking the floor. Our state championship game is up next. To show you the brackets, to show you how these teams got to where they are, and Unity getting a win to wrap things up here to wrap up the season. And Mooseheart and Heyworth coming up next for our Class 1A state championship. We're less than 15 minutes away from tipping right now. 2A brackets will feature a state championship matchup between Nashville and Bloomington Central Catholic. Again, that's coming up tonight. Third place game before that will feature Porta of Petersburg and Providence St. Mel, the west side of Chicago. That will all start up about 6:30 tonight. Our Class 1A state championship is up next. We'll have a conversation with both head coaches. And that is coming up next here on the IHSA Television Network. Stay with us. Our Class 1A state championship coming up next between Mooseheart and Heyworth right here on the IHSA Television Network. Matt Rodewald with you here at Carver Arena, head coach of Mooseheart and the Red Ramblers. Ron Ahrens going up against a Heyworth team that probably didn't expect to be here. So what do you see when you look at them out there on the floor?
You know, from looking at them, you know, they're a very, very balanced team. They have three guys that have scored over 300 points each. So we know we're going to have our work cut out for us defensively. You know, they're talented all the way around, and he plays 6-7 guys. So we know we're going to have to play good defense as usual.
Your team enters the game every single game knowing that they're more than likely the more talented team or the more athletic team or definitely the tallest team out on the floor.
Sure.
How important is it for you to understand that, to make sure to convey to them that there's another team out here too that's going to work their you-know-what off to try and play with you guys?
Yeah, you know what? We've been talking about it. You know, I just brought up things like Iowa State, Kansas last night. I brought up North Carolina getting beat. You know, teams that are supposed to be so much better. Hey, basketball's a funny game. Sometimes you get beat, you know, and we have to be prepared.
When you're looking at guys like Dang and Poe and all-staters, first and second teamers,
yes.
How impressed have you been with their development just over the last 2 years as basketball players?
Yeah, you know what? Manny has came in pretty talented, but he continues to improve by going to the basket. And then McCord just continually grows offensively all the time for only playing for 3 years. So we're really happy with their progress.
First time for you on the stage. How do you feel?
Feel great. You know what? It's exciting. It's exciting.
All right, well, congratulations on a great season. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, head coach of Mooseheart and the Red Ramblers, Ron Ahrens, coaching in his first state championship game, first appearance in Peoria for the Red Ramblers. And we'll talk with the Heyworth boss after this.
We all create our own songs and share them throughout our lives. Country Financial is there to protect you. From singing in class, to playing in your own band. Whatever stage in life, it's never too late to begin. Country Financial. Auto, home, life, business, retirement.
It's been a wonderful season for the Heyworth Hornets to get to the state championship game, and they'll face off against the second-ranked Red Ramblers of Mooseheart coming up next here on the IHSA Television Network. Tom Eller, it's no pun intended, it's a tall task for you guys to go against these guys. Where do you start as far as fighting that length that they have?
Well, I think what we're going to do initially is try to pack it in a little bit against them offensively so that they have to shoot jump shots, make sure we get a body on somebody, keep them off the boards best we can, and then any guys that they have that they dump down, we're going to have to look to double team to get them to kick it out. Again, force the outside jump shot.
For you being in this position as an experienced head coach with these kids not being here on this kind of stage before, there's that balance of understanding, hey, that we're here. This has been great, but we got a lot of work to do. Is the opponent helping you with that a little bit?
You know they are, because the reality is, you know, in the Peoria paper today, I saw the predicted score 72-50. So no one expects us to win. with the exception of maybe our fans and a few kids and the kids in our locker room. So the pressure's not on us. So we can just relax, hopefully just relax and play basketball and have fun with it in the final game of the season. We got 10 seniors this year, so for them, it's their final high school basketball.
What are those seniors saying, the leaders like Caleb and Justin? What are they saying right now?
It's all positive. I mean, right now they believe that we can come out here and do this. Yeah, you're going to see dunks. You're going to see us getting our shot block. We understand that. But our objective is to play through it, withstand their runs, bounce back, and create runs of our own.
Ready to have fun?
Absolutely.
All right, Tom Eller, the head coach of Heyworth. We'll let him get going, and we'll get going with our state championship matchup. It's Heyworth and Mooseheart for the 1A title next on the IHSA television network.
The IHSA is opportunity, participation, character, courage, sportsmanship. The future plays here, the Illinois High School Association.
Has been building in Central Illinois with Heyworth's miraculous run to the state championship game. It's a Class 1A title, and it's coming up next here on the IHSA television network. And thank you for joining us for the broadcast. Matt Rodewald with you here at Carver Arena, America's original March Madness, as we get to crown our first boys state champion for March of 2014. Let's take a look and show you how they got here. Mooseheart and Heyworth with the road of redemption to do so. Heyworth doing so by taking out St. Thomas More and Cesar Valier in order to get to this championship game. Mooseheart, the win over Eastland, who was here a year ago, and taking out Unity yesterday, and a fantastic performance by Alex Blickhand despite that, and some great individual performances for the Red Ramblers in this championship game. Mooseheart taking it from the Child City to the River City. They're definitely the favorites today. And let's hear about it as we get ready for the call. Lee Hall and Sean Harrington, gentlemen.
Matt, thank you very much. Well, Sean, you look at the ratings and you would think, yeah, Mooseheart's the favorite. They're the only ranked team here this weekend in Class 1A, ranked second in the state. And then they take the floor, and you see 6'7", 6'10", 7 foot across the front line. They're definitely the favorite, but Heyworth, you know, with what they bring to the table, we expect a good game here today.
Absolutely, and obviously Mooseheart has the size advantage, but both teams want to get out and run, so it's going to be an up-tempo game and should be a lot of fun to watch.
All right, let's take a look at our key players first. For Mooseheart, the visitors on the scoreboard today, and we begin with Mangisto Dang, 6'7", 190-pound senior.
Yeah, he was very impressive yesterday, 31 points, also 4 assists. Obviously he has some highlight reel dunks, but he can score in a variety of different ways. Has a good touch from the outside, really can get to the rim, and he's just a complete player all around for Mooseheart.
On the other side for Heyworth, 26-7 coming in, it's 5'9" senior guard Justin Witten.
And you want the basketball in Witten's hands late in game situations. He does a great job of getting to the basket, scoring in the lane, just calm under pressure, and always sets up his teammates. Seems like he always makes the right decision.
Let's take a look now at our keys to the game. First for the Red Ramblers, 28-3 coming into today's action.
Yeah, they need to find some shooters in the zone. 3 different guys shooting over 34% and attack the rim. They had 42 points in the paint in their last game. They want to attack the rim again today.
On the flip side for Heyworth, the home team today,
they need to get back in transition. Mooseheart is so good in the open floor, 17 transition points yesterday, and then they have to compete on the boards. They were plus 11 themselves. Mooseheart was plus 20 yesterday, so battle of the boards will be important.
All right, it's Heyworth and Mooseheart for the state championship in Class 1A. Good crowd on hand here at Carver Arena, and we're looking forward to it. We hope you are too. We'll be back with today's starting lineups in just a moment from Carver Arena.
Features the Heyworth Hornets at 26-7 and the Mooseheart Red Ramblers at 28-3. At this time, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps and pause for a moment of silence as we remember the men and women of the armed forces serving us here and around the world away from their families, protecting our freedom. Thank you as we thank them. And now please address the flag with your hand over your heart as Gabrielle Green, a senior at Quincy High School, leads us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's meet the starting lineups for this 1A 2014 championship game. At a forward for Mooseheart, a 6'10 senior, 32, McClure, 12. At a forward for Heyworth, a 6'4 senior, 20, Caleb Marr. At center for the Red Ramblers, a 7-foot senior, 44, Akeem Nyang. And a forward for the Hornets, a 6-foot senior, 44, Kyle Schultz. And a guard for Mooseheart, a 5'8 sophomore, number 1, Freddie Aquitos. And a guard for Heyworth, the 5'9 senior, number 12, Justin Witten. Another guard for the Red Ramblers, a 6'4 junior, 10, Hamid Odunewu. Another guard for the Hornets, a 6'1 senior, 14, Dallas Lee. And the third guard for Mooseheart, a 6'7 senior, 24, Mengistu Deng. And the third guard for Heyworth, a 6'1 senior, 32, Wesley Anderson. Head coach for Mooseheart in his 6th season, a record of 105-66, Ron Ahrens.
And there you have our starters, Heyworth and Mooseheart, for the 1A state championship, coming up next on the IHSA TV network.
Every child has a dream. As moms and dads, we don't get to choose those dreams, but our decisions can certainly play a part in their success. No matter what goals your family is chasing, Country Financial is here to help you give them the support and protection they need along the way.
You can grow your own way.
Country Financial, auto, home, life, business, retirement.
And there's our buddy Brady Weaver from Limestone High School, representing Children's Hospital, presenting the game ball, a young man who wasn't supposed to be here, but thanks to the great work at Children's Hospital, he is here, and a fine young man presenting the game ball as we get ready for 1A state championship action. Heyworth 26-7 out of the Heart of Illinois Conference. Mooseheart, an independent from the Chicago suburbs. It's a big day for McLean County. Heyworth playing for the 1A state championship this afternoon. Bloomington Central Catholic playing for the 2A boys state title later tonight. Mooseheart wins the opening tip. And that's Adonawoo taking it straight to the hoop. Amit Adonawoo averages 9.5 a game.
And attacking the rim. Mooseheart's very hard to stop if they can get to the rim that easily. Heyworth has to get back and pack in that lane.
They face that 1-3-1 zone. Caleb Marr for three. And here comes Mooseheart the other way. Mengistu Dang. Pull-up jumper is good. He had 31 in yesterday's win over Unity.
That's a smooth stroke for 6'7", running the floor, catching his stride, pull up, 15-footer. Nothing but net. Saw Unity attack this zone really well yesterday. Lots of ball and body movement. Heyworth needs to attack those gaps.
Marr again for three. Struggled a little out there yesterday. 1 of 5 behind the arc. Mooseheart out to the early 4-0 lead. Freddie Aquitos, the sophomore guard, with the miss. But there's Quo with the rebound. Dang for three. His 56th three of the year. Not the start Heyworth's looking for. Marr with the bucket at the other end.
And that's a good answer. This Heyworth team does like to run. They need to get out and get opportunities before that zone can get set. Hard to score against that zone unless you have great ball and body movement. So get some buckets in transition early.
Dang off the screen from the 7-footer. And he's 2 for 2 behind the arc. (10-2) start for the Red Ramblers.
And that's tough to stop when 6'7" is pulling up from three like that. That is a smooth stroke from the big fella.
Witten takes it down the lane. Flips it over the bucket, then a block by Quo. Dallas Lee will try for three. Quo rips down the rebound. Here come the Red Ramblers in transition. Dang catches, has it blocked by Caleb Marr. Caleb Marr with the block against the big guy. Anderson has it swatted out of bounds, and it'll be Heyworth ball. Hayden Boyd checks in. He had 15 in yesterday's win over Cesar-Bellier. There's Ron Ahrens, 105-66 in his 6th season as head coach at Mooseheart. Marr will try another three. He's 0 for 3 now.
Too many outside jump shots. Heyworth needs to attack in the lane, get more movement with the ball, passing and dribbling.
Quo gives to Adonawoo. Quo gets it back, and a foul before the shot. Going to go against Mooseheart as we take a look at Ron Ahrens in his 6th year as head coach at Heyworth. Check that, Tom Eller, excuse me. That was his 100th career win yesterday at Heyworth. Three minutes in, a 10-2 start for Mooseheart. Boyd will try the three.
That's just too quick of a shot. They need to move the ball more, get that defense moving.
Dang in transition. He's already got 10 points.
And Mooseheart, can't stress it enough. When they get out in that open floor, they are dangerous.
Heyworth not really making that zone move very much. The passes are not really happening very quickly.
And that's the area right there. That's the good attack. That's where you're going to get shots. It's a missed shot, but that's a good miss right there. You're on the attack and getting into the weak spot of that zone.
And outside. Nyang kicks it out to Aquito. He tries to drive, and he's fouled. Justin Whitten called for the reach. And it'll be free throws for Freddie Aquitos, 5'8", 140-pound sophomore. And the breakout year for Mengistu Deng, and Ron Aarons attributes a lot of that to Freddie Aquitos, who came in and took over the 1 guard spot and allowed Deng to move to the 2.
And you can see it already just in this game. Everything that Deng is scoring is from that off-guard position. Out in the break, able to run, uses athleticism, rise up over defenders on the jump shot. And it's all because he doesn't have to handle the ball and bring it up the court.
Aquitos splits the free throws. It's 13-2 Mooseheart. Ball's out of bounds. It'll go to Heyworth when we come back. An impressive start for the 28-3 second-ranked Ramblers, off and running out to an 11-point lead.
They're extremely popular, yeah. When we go to other schools, you know, if we can get out after a game within a half hour, I'm pretty happy, because of the amount of pictures that want to be taken, and just the amount of interest that our team has generated. So people come out and, you know, want to see them play.
It's kind of the IHSA version of the Fab Five. It's kind of like a rock show comes to town when Mooseheart enters the building, and they do spend a lot of time posing for pictures. And kind of a picture-perfect start for them, up 11.
Yeah, you can't play much better than they have. Hitting shots from the outside, getting out in transition, forcing Heyworth to take outside jump shots. That's what they wanted to do in that 1-3-1 zone. So it's gone exactly as scripted for Mooseheart.
Hornets have missed their last 7 shots. Just 1 of 10 from the floor. O'Donoghue with the miss.
Combat that size. If you're Heyworth, you got to pack it in that zone, pack it in that lane, make them shoot shots from the outside.
Quo with the miss, but O'Donoghue was there for the rebound. Back into Quo. Tough chance for Nyang, but he picks it up and scores. Akeem Nyang, 7-foot senior, averages 5 a game.
And that's where he gets his points, right around the hoop. Still working on some of those skills, but he can catch it and keep it high. Nobody's blocking that shot.
Inside to Schultz. He has it sent back out. Kyle Schultz with his first shot attempt of this game. Deng takes it to the hoop, and he'll go to the line. Deng, 31, a season high yesterday against Unity. He'd had 30 twice before during the regular season. He has 12 of the 17 points for Mooseheart. Second team All-Stater, makes it 17-2.
Heyworth, he's got to settle down here. Obviously, huge deficit to start, but tons of time left in this game. Keep moving that basketball. Keep finding those gaps, those seams. Don't settle for outside jump shots. Too many outside jump shots right here for Heyworth.
Caleb Marr now 0 for 4 from three-point range. Boyd almost comes up with the steal. Whoa, picks up the loose ball and scores. And Tom Eller has to call timeout. I'm a little surprised he didn't call timeout earlier. I think he was kind of hoping his team would play out of it, but it's just nothing really going their way right now. Offensively, they don't have anything going, and Mooseheart is just hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're playing really, really well right now. Mooseheart's out to a great start. But if you're Heyworth, you have to stick to the game plan. Even though you get down 17, really important you don't let Mooseheart get out on the break and get easy opportunities. They do a really good job scoring as it is. You can't give them any easy fast break points. And offensively, they're just settling for way too much on the perimeter. You don't necessarily need to attack them inside, but you need ball and body movement to get that zone moving, and then attack that free throw line, elbow area. Those are the spots that you can find weak spots in the zone and get good looks for your team.
Let's go to Matt Rodewald.
Well, it's obviously a gut check timeout for the Heyworth Hornets. Kyle Schultz stepping in. We can't be down 17 points here in the state championship. We talk about how his leadership is very sporadic. This is really early when he opens his mouth here at a timeout. And Justin Witten in the previous timeout just talking about the fact that, you know, this celebrity aspect, you can't be afraid of him. Why are we scared of him? A lot of questions being asked at this point. Tom Miller simply asks, they've got to make shots. You guys have got to start making shots.
And so far it's been almost, not quite, but it seems like almost a shoot of three or nothing for Heyworth. And you're right, they have to try to find that intermediate range.
Yeah, and even when it's not a three, it's a deep shot. So they need to find that free after one or two ball reversals. Ball sticking in their hands. Get it moving, find the weak spots.
Boyd for three.
Great shot from Boyd in the corner. It's a three, but a little difference there. That was the third side of the floor. It started on the side, went to the other side. You got dribble penetration. You kicked out to an open shooter now.
I was just going to say they followed your advice. They didn't catch the first pass and launch a three. They moved it around and worked it. Caleb Marr whistled for the foul.
Yeah. Not saying don't shoot threes because they have to make threes, and threes are going to keep them in this ball game. But there's a difference between a first or a second pass three and 3 or 4 different guys touching the ball and then shooting in rhythm three, and that's what Boyd did there. Got his feet set, stepped into a shot after 2 ball reversals.
And Hayden Boyd is the leading three-point shooter for Heyworth. That was his 35th of the year. Marr with the jump ball. He had a block already, and he gets the jump ball and possession of the basketball for the Hornets.
You get your crowd into a little bit, feel good about yourself. Score on one end, stop on the other. Now keep that ball moving. So there it's sticking here. You got to move the ball.
Witten in the lane. He's had a couple of looks in there. Dang gets back quickly. And he's fouled. Boy, in a scary moment there for Wesley Anderson. He got up and kind of landed. Didn't get his feet under him when he landed. Caleb Marr whistled for his second. That's an early second foul now on their starting forward with 1:41 to go here in the first quarter.
Got to have defensive balance here. When you get back, you can see on the break, there's the collision at one end, but what happened that time for Heyworth? Justin Witten, your point guard, drives into the lane. Somebody has to be back, has to be safety. Stop that transition break. Nobody back. Mooseheart able to get out and run.
Dang perfect at the line. 4 of 4. He's got 14 points. It's a 21-5 lead for Mooseheart. Witten, a little in between her. And the rebound for Colton Reeves. He had it blocked away. Colton Reeves, number 52, 6'5" senior out there now. Freddie Aquitos, baseline jumper, no good. Witten skies for the rebound. Dribble through the double team, called for the walk. Peter Kurowski, number 14, in for Mooseheart. He replaces Nyang, gets a breather. One minute to go here in the first quarter, and Mooseheart showing their dominance, the number 2 team in the state. J.J. Ojunsi, number 25, into the game now for Mooseheart.
Very unselfish team, too. Mooseheart really moves the ball well. They get it to the guys in good spots. Not afraid to share the basketball.
Whistle inside will go against Heyworth. They'll go against Colton Reeves, fighting for position down low with Makur Poe. And the alley-oop to Poe, and Boyd took it away. Here's Witten. And Aquitos knocks it out of bounds. something happen here in the final seconds of the opening quarter. Kyle Schultz puts it on the floor. He draws the foul. And it'll be Heyworth ball out of bounds. Kurowski picks up the foul. Inside to Colton Reeves, his first bucket.
Good job by Reeves putting his body up against Poe's. Takes away the height advantage. Poe wasn't able to jump because he had Reeves' body already up against him. Good job using his body inside.
6'5", 230. Dang. Challenge on that three-point attempt. That was just his second three-point miss of the half. 21-7, the Mooseheart lead as we go to break.
14-point lead for the Red Ramblers here in our Class 1A state championship game as we get set to start our second quarter. Matt Rodewald with you here at Carver Arena. And we've watched so far Mengistu Dang with 14 points to lead all scorers. And we know he's an all-stater, but he doesn't get all the credit. In fact, when you talk to Ron Aarons, it's got to go to Freddie Aquitos and his development. You see, last year, Mengistu played point guard for these guys. And because of that, being the ball handler and the sole ball handler, he wasn't able to do a lot of the scoring and work out in the wing, but with the development of Freddie Aquitos at the point guard position, it's allowed Dang to move to the wing and become more dangerous with the ball and add that second ball handler. And Lee, he even went as far as to say, Coach Aarons, is that probably should have played Freddie Aquitos even more last year as opposed to what he's done this year, becoming the player he is.
He does a great job of running this offense as just a sophomore. He's right now telling them to settle down, settle down. Heyworth can't hang on to it. Aquitos comes away with the steal. He is a pure point guard. He's fouled that time by Hayden Boyd. Mooseheart will be in the bonus on the next Heyworth foul. Adam Wickenhauser, number 10, checks into the ball game for Heyworth.
Mooseheart being in the bonus may not be a bad thing for Heyworth.
Right.
Mooseheart hasn't shot it well outside of Dang from the free throw line, so way too early to start fouling intentionally, but if they have an open bucket, you need to foul and make them earn it from the line.
Getting right in Dang's grill, too. That's Kyle Schultz playing defense on him and not giving him too much room to maneuver. Now they'll work to half court. Kurowski takes it to the hoop. Throw the rebound. And it'll be Heyworth ball. Boy from way outside. We talked about that yesterday, and you can hear Tom Eller right in front of us saying, let's move the ball. That was, again, that was a three, and they don't know any range, but still too quick of a three.
Yeah, you can get that three anytime you want during the game. Just even get a better shot before you put that one up.
J.J. Odunsi whistle for the travel. Turnover is something that that's one of the few weaknesses you can find on this Mooseheart team. You talked about free throws. They do turn it over a lot. They turned it over 19 times yesterday. They actually beat Niles Notre Dame, a 4A team earlier this year, and committed 28 turnovers, still won that game.
Yeah, that's impressive to turn over that much, but a lot of times they get moving so fast out in the open floor that sometimes they're just moving a little bit too quick and make bad decisions with the ball.
Schultz baseline jumper well off the mark that time. And people are going to be watching and they're going to say, hey, these guys are shooting threes from almost 25, 26 feet out, and that's too far, but they've done that all year. Inside, Reeves can't get the bounce. He got the rebound. Poe got a hand on it. Schultz is there for the foul. Good job on the offensive glass. They did an outstanding job on the offensive glass yesterday in their win over Cesar-Valier.
Yeah, you got two bigger guys now in there with Reeves and Schultz, so they're doing a good job on the interior.
And I like Schultz playing some pretty good defense on Dang. Inside Makur Poe. He's double teamed, lost his headband. Kurowski, jump hook. Odunse the rebound. Flips it up, no good. And it's going to go against Mooseheart. Kurowski whistled for the foul, his second.
Right now, if you're Mooseheart, you want to get the ball moving yourselves a little bit more. They're looking for that mismatch inside, trying to expose the height advantage that they have. But they were a lot better in that first quarter when they were loose and free and just kind of moving the ball around.
Wickenhauser from way downtown. Pretty good lift off the bench from Adam Wickenhauser. Some of the Heyworth fans yesterday wondering why Wickenhauser didn't get in the game. A little 7-0 run there. 3 of them courtesy of Adam Wickenhauser. Inside throw foul. They're going to make him earn it.
And that's a good, solid foul underneath. It's a wide open dunk for Pro. Instead of giving them the 2 easy points, make them earn it from the line.
This is just a 58% free thrower. Had 6 blocks in yesterday's game. And we mentioned turnovers and free throws. They were just 5 of 16 in the fourth quarter yesterday at the line. Close second is good. That ends a 7-0 Heyworth run. The Hornets trying to get back in this thing. They trail it by 10. Yeah, the Hornets flipping out here today. And, pretty good lift off the bench from Adam Wickenhauser. 6-foot senior hits the 3. He's a 36% three-point shooter on the season. Little lift for Heyworth as they try to get back into this when they were down by 17 points moments ago. Tried to pick up the pressure, man-to-man defense, and make Mooseheart work a little harder. And there's Schultz with the defense on Dang. He's whistled for the foul there. And that defense is paying dividends, Sean. 5 straight misses, 5 turnovers by Mooseheart since their last field goal.
Yeah, and Heyworth is settled in. They finally feel comfortable in this ball game. They were a little starstruck early on. Weren't playing with a lot of energy, a lot of intensity. Everything came easy for Mooseheart. They've had to work here now for their points and for their buckets. And that's why Heyworth is able to climb back into it.
This is the one guy they don't want to put at the line, Mengistu Dang. Now 7 of 7 at the free throw line. In this ball game, he's got 16 points. Kyle Schultz comes out. Logan Johnson into the ball game for Heyworth. Their motto this year has been cut the net. They did just that on Tuesday night at Redbird Arena, winning that super sectional. They'd like to do it again here, but they got a hill to climb. Witten in the lane. He's really adept at making those teardrop shots in the lane, but he's trying to avoid the Mooseheart guys and hasn't gotten them to fall here. Reeves draws the foul with the inside shot.
Yeah, Mooseheart needs to grab that ball. Would have started another break for him. Instead, Colton Reeves tracks it down, uses his body inside, and has a trip to the line.
Colton Reeves, 6'5", 230-pound senior. Transfer from Clinton. Couple of pure free throws there. Nothing but net. Gets it back to a 10-point game. Talked about the rock star quality of Mooseheart. They also, the double-edged sword there is they get everybody's best shot. And they're gonna, that's what Heyworth's trying to do here, is really make him work low with the offensive rebound. But he couldn't finish, and here comes Heyworth trying to cut it to single digits. Boyd, quicker shot than Coach Eller wanted there. Now it's Wickenhauser for three. 2 for 2 behind the arc.
If you're going to pull an upset, you need a spark. You need something from somebody you're not used to getting it from. Wickenhauser, 2 big threes here in this first half.
He averages just 4 points a game. Mooseheart out of bounds. Heyworth ball. They're within 7.
You can feel the momentum has definitely shifted.
It was 19-2 not that long ago. 8 minutes since the last Mooseheart field goal. Little give and go. Witten can't get that one to fall. Mooseheart trying to end that drought. And it's Plo with the dunk. Reeves didn't like the fact that he got landed on, but it was Plo hung onto the rim, but he was trying to avoid Reeves, who was underneath him. Reeves didn't like it, but there was nothing. It was Plo trying to avoid him. He hung onto the rim as long as he could. There's a lot of booing going on, but
I'm not really sure what it's all about. Reeves actually fouled.
Should be Plo at the line, right? Shouldn't it be Plo at the line?
Yeah, I think.
Or did they call a foul after the bucket? Must have called a foul after.
I think what they called was after the play.
Okay.
You could see Reeves gave an elbow kind of up to the chin area of Dang.
Dang misses the second free throw, but Mooseheart with the follow. Niang with the bucket.
Yeah, so a lot happened on that play. Dang drove and got hit with an elbow.
Oh, way outside from Justin Witten. Dang in transition gets to the hoop. He's got 20 points. Heyworth had cut it to 7. Mooseheart answers. And Logan Johnson draws the foul as he drives to the hoop. Plo whistle for the foul. It sends Logan Johnson to the line. He's a 72% free thrower. Wesley Anderson back in for Heyworth. Odunsi in for Mooseheart. Under 2 minutes to go now, first half. Mooseheart led by 19. Check that, 19-2. And that lead cut to 9 here. Logan Johnson makes both free throws.
The energy is picked up, even though it's 9. You feel like Heyworth is right in this one.
Freddie Aquitos gets to the hoop. His first field goal. Wickenhauser, another long three. Oh, that's an NBA three. And Mooseheart turns it over. Adam Wickenhauser, 3 of 4 behind the arc off the Heyworth bench. And they're back within 8. give inside. And it's Logan Johnson with the bucket.
Picking up full court. Like Heyworth, getting after it, being the aggressor right now.
Crow tried to cut to the basket. Logan Johnson started that. He poked the ball away defensively. Heyworth back within 6 after trailing by 17. They could make it a one-possession game before the half.
I'll tell you right now, if you're Mooseheart, you better find number 10, Wickenhauser.
The attitude might be beyond his range, but anything inside that he can make. We're going to hold for one here. Of course, we told the story yesterday and in a game earlier this year at Eureka College. The officials came over and told Coach Eller, hey, it's not the back or the far line, it's the white line. They were shooting from so far back. The referees thought that Heyworth thought it was the college three-point line instead of the high school line. Witten at the buzzer. He's been able to get into the lane, but those shots in the lane are just darn near impossible for a 5'9" guy against the size of Mooseheart.
Yeah, you want to get in there, create for others. And they were able to do that late in that first half.
25-4 run for Heyworth to end the half. Let's go to Matt Rodewald.
Mooseheart started with a 19-2 lead. Coach, what happened after that?
Well, you know what? We got out of an offense a little bit, and we just start throwing the ball away. And then they've come down and hit some threes. But you know what? We always like our chances when people are shooting threes. If they're going to continue to shoot threes, you know, hopefully they're going to get tired by the end of the end of the night, and we can still score, you know, and keep a lead.
Okay, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Ron Aaron's the head coach. He saw a big lead disappear. We'll see if he can get his kids to rally to start the second half. Our third and fourth place trophies coming up next after the break in the IHSA television network. Halftime of our Class 1A state championship game. Mooseheart and the Red Ramblers leading throughout, but that lead has shrunk all the way down to 6 as Heyworth and the Hornets have rallied into this one. Very impressive rally to get at the break, and we'll see how things shape up in the second half. Don't forget, tonight we have a state championship to finish up, title to crown, and will it be Bloomington Central Catholic or will it be Nashville? Those two will do battle at 8:15, approximately 8:15. They'll get started after Porta and Providence St. Mel in our third place game. We'll come back on the air at 6:30 on many of our same IHSA television network stations all across the state of Illinois. That's Class 2A. We still have to finish up 1A. How about highlights in the first half to show you how we got to this point? Ron Aarons and company, big time lead, but that disappeared. Colton Reeves off the bench with 4 points for him, and then who is that? That's Adam Wickenhauser off the bench. 3 quick and huge threes for him and the Hornets, almost single-handedly rallying them back in. The crowd was buzzing for sure. As for Mooseheart, they've been able to get their points from Mengisto Dang. 19 points for him, 7 of 7 at the free throw line, but he's doing it from long range. 3 quick threes from him. I should say 2 threes, and then he had one from the inside part of the arc. 2 of 3 from long range for him, 5 of 7 on the day. Off to the races at Mead Adinawu in the lane as well. He was able to score his only bucket of the day. It's 2 points for him. And it's McCurr Poe, the big guy, the dunk and the finish. And he landed there, and Heyworth, they didn't like it. And it's gotten a little more physical as we got towards the end of the first half. Here are your numbers. Pretty much even now, but it was really a tale of 2 different quarters, with Mooseheart dominating in the first quarter and Heyworth responding in the second quarter. Mooseheart's been to the line quite a bit. Expect more of that in the second half. Rebounds pretty even, and the turnovers for Mooseheart, they did start turning the ball over in the second quarter. Points in the paint, still a dominant statistic for the Red Ramblers like it has been all year. Our score at the break, the Red Ramblers up by 6. Both teams vying for their first state championship. We'll see who survives. Second half coming up. Heyworth here to start the second half. It could have been worse, though. Tom Eller, your kids rallied. How proud are you of them, that rally in that second quarter?
That was a huge second quarter for us. It's, you know, the tale of 2 quarters. We came out in the first quarter kind of timid. We sat back a lot defensively. At the end of the first quarter, I told them they're going to have to get a lot more physical. We came out, we started applying some pressure, and you know, we really kind of changed our game plan in the second quarter.
How do you balance a surge in confidence with execution here in the second half?
Well, you know, the excitement at halftime, because again, once again, we shot poorly. But knowing that in this second half we're going to shoot better, the kids have a lot of confidence now, and I think it's going to be come down, and when they step across half court, they're going to have confidence wherever they're at to be able to put up a shot.
No one expected you guys to be here when you started the tournament. A lot of the kids off the bench able to make an impact as well. How much are these kids talking to each other about, hey, everyone can have a part in this rally?
Well, that's exactly what some of the kids were saying at halftime. You know, some of our seniors talking about this is the last 16 minutes of basketball that they're going to have in their career. So that they need everyone stepping up, and we got to put the team before any individuals. So you're going to see a little bit different starting lineup in the second half than we had in the first quarter, but everyone's on board with it team-wise.
Everyone's on board. All right, Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Head coach Tom Eller of Heyworth and the Hornets rallying to get it within 6. The second half coming up.
Lee Hall, former Fighting Illini guard Sean Harrington, back with you here as we open the quarter. Heyworth won that second quarter 20-12, and it started with defense.
Yeah, defense and rebounding. They've done a great job, only down 1 on the board, so that's been huge. They haven't let Mooseheart get anything early in transition.
Crow with the travel. Marr, the good body up on the defense, and you saw the double team coming, but Crow traveled before the double team could take effect. Might have bothered him, though. Aquitos with the steal.
It looked like that time Mooseheart was a 2-3 zone, so they switch up their defense a little bit starting that second half. Mooseheart needs to move the ball better than they did in that second quarter. First quarter, they were loose and free and throwing it around, guys making plays. They're just standing around second quarter and early on here in the second half.
Nying with it at the top of the key. Now it's McClure Quo. Nowhere to go. Marr, the good defense. And the turnover. Kyle Schultz all the way. The All-State linebacker can't finish. But there's Wickenhauser on the follow. He's got 11 off the bench. And it's a 4-point game.
And there's the tip. He's making his presence felt all over the court.
4 points a game for Adam Wickenhauser coming into this one, but he saved his best for last, maybe 11 points so far. And we got a player down, it looks like. Is it a player? One of the Mooseheart players.
Aquitos, because he was the one going in for the block. Don't know if he ran into a table or a cameraman.
I didn't see it. Greg Gay, one of the orthopedic guys over there. Peoria guy looking at him. Let's go to Matt Rodewald.
But he's going to get up right now, and trainer's working on his nose a little bit. Little stunned there, but he looks like he's okay. Kind of shaking it off a bit. A little extra gauze. They would say in hockey, he's a hockey player. So we'll see if he gets back up, guys.
Yeah, there's, well, that's, it's that way at every arena you go to anymore, Sean. We've seen it over the years. The space around the playing floor gets smaller and smaller, and the players get more and more athletic, and there's not much room. There you see Aquitos, and it looks like, an inadvertent throw to the face as Kyle Schultz laid it up. And Freddie comes off the floor with a little help. Pretty good bloody nose going there. Hopefully he'll be all right, and we'll see him again out there real soon. He's the guy that runs this show, too. They can ill afford to lose him.
Absolutely. It's a Huge blow. You hope he's okay, first of all, but second of all, what that does to the team now, and really no true point guard out there, and Heyworth has really turned up the pressure in the second quarter, and now with no point guard, they're really going to turn it up here.
Well, now it's interesting to see what Ron Aarons will do. Mengistu Deng was his point guard a year ago and moved to the 2 spot. Does he keep him at the 2, or does somebody else run the point? Niang gets the shot, and the foul will go against Wesley Anderson. Mooseheart's had 1 field goal in the last 12 minutes of action. Niang to the line. He's 15 of 32 at the line coming into the state semifinals.
He did a good job that time keeping the ball high to get that foul. But also a good foul Heyworth side, make him earn it from the line. He struggled there.
We mentioned the whole team as a team, 5 of 16 at the line in the 4th quarter yesterday against Unity. Heyworth down 4. Last time it was this close, it was 4-0. Justin Witten, the long 3. Long rebound goes to Wickenhauser. He throws it in. Having a game of his life. It's a 2-point game. Wickenhauser with 13.
That's the spark they needed. 20 points off the bench as a team. Wickenhauser now.
Odunse, air ball. Heyworth could take the lead here with a 3. They trailed from the opening bucket. Caleb Marr puts Heyworth on top. And Ron Aarons calls timeout. This might be the most rousing, unlikely comeback we've seen in the IHSA tournament in our 20 years of covering it. Down 19-2. Caleb Marr's 3 makes it 34-33. And Marr has not had a real great shooting game himself. He was 0 for 4 behind the arc before that one went in.
And momentum has shifted. And you can tell right now this Heyworth team's playing with a lot of energy and a lot of confidence. They're doing a really good job of slowing down Mooseheart, making them play in the half court. And they're just shooting the ball extremely well here in the last 10 minutes or so of action. Right now with no point guard still out on the floor, where's Mooseheart going to get their team organized, settle down? A little bit too much standing. Mooseheart trying to make the mismatch work in their favor. They just need to play, and out of that, they're going to get mismatches on the inside with the size. But they're standing a little too much, trying to force it into the mismatch instead of just playing ball.
A 12-0 Heyworth run. Dunaway inside it. Dang, he's fouled and he'll go to the line. Good job that time when you're struggling offensively. Get it into the lane and let one of these big guys go to work.
Yeah, they were finally able to get it away from the pressure. They've been turning it over around half court. Finally able to get into the lane and find the slashing Dang.
That ends his perfect day at the line. He was 7 of 7 before that miss. And now it gets back on, and he's got 20. And we are tied. I'm not sure how many people thought it was possible when it was a 19-2 game. Probably not many outside the Heyworth huddle.
Well, with this much time left in the game still, it was a fierce comeback. It's still 10 minutes left in the ball game.
Schultz's inside attempt blocked. Mooseheart without their point guard, Freddie Aquitos, got an inadvertent elbow. Whoa, with the bucket, they'll count it, and he'll go to the line. What a big bucket for Makur Plo. as they're trying to fend off this furious Heyworth rally.
And they've made it a point to get it inside to Poe on the interior. Gets the and one there.
And Poe makes the free throw, and Mooseheart goes back up one. It's been quite a comeback for Heyworth. A 12-0 run. Caleb Marr with a big three. Mooseheart up on top by 3.
When you look at us on paper, you don't see that 20-point scorer, that guy that gets 15 rebounds a night. You see a lot of guys that are around 12, 13 points a game. You'll see some guys with 8 points, 6 points, 7 points, whatever it might be. And we really get contributions from everyone on the team. So it's great from that perspective, because if someone has an off night, we have other guys that can step up.
And so far in this game, it's Adam Wickenhauser. Tom Eller going to his bench. I don't think Wickenhauser played yesterday. He's got 11 points, misses that shot, but he's got, check that, 13 points off the bench and a huge lift for Heyworth in this game.
Yeah, they needed it. He made those threes during the comeback and really started the comeback in that second quarter. And a couple baskets here in the second half to continue the run.
He did not lead the team in scoring at any time this year. He's leading them now with 13. Meantime, the 3 top scorers who average double figures have combined for 8 points. So this Hornets comeback doesn't happen without Adam Wickenhauser. Foul on Kyle Schultz. And it's Mooseheart ball, up 3. They led this one by 17 in the first quarter. The foul's going to go against Caleb Marr, and that's his 4th. He's going to have to come out. Colton Reed will take his spot. Caleb Marr shaking his head. Kyle Schultz also comes out for Heyworth. Alley-oop, gives it back to Dang.
It's a nice pass from Poe. Caught it in midair, threw it right back to Dang. Good soft jumper, good touch from the baseline.
Gisto Dang now with 22. Witten's pass almost picked off, and now Mooseheart comes out of there with it. Oduse tried to go behind his back, lost it. Witten to the hoop. He's got 5. And it's back to a 3-point game. Wickenhauser whistled for the reach. That was an unnecessary foul at half court.
It's a great play by Witten, taking it in amongst the trees. Got it up over Niang before he could leave his feet.
And here's Witten with the steal. And he gets it to go. He kind of had to twist his body at the last second. And it's back to a 1-point game. Witten now with 7 points. Goes for the steal there. Tapped it to Wickenhauser. Witten gets it back. And it's Dang. Didn't foul on the block, but fouls over the back.
You are seeing the absence of a point guard, Aquitos. Mooseheart struggling to get the ball across half court. Heyworth continuing to bring their pressure.
Tom Eller did not like that shot selected for Colton Reeves. And now the reach on Hayden Boyd. It'll send Mooseheart to the line. And there's a lot of time left, but we talked about this yesterday. That's not necessarily a bad thing if you're not fouling Mengistu Dame, because everybody else is 60% or under at the line.
Poe's able to make them pay for it, but Yeah, right now it's not a bad thing to put them on the line if they have an open shot. You gotta be careful of these ticky-tack fouls out in the open floor. Don't reach, because you're playing really good defense. You're getting turnovers. You don't need those reach fouls.
Will splits the free throws. He's got 9. Freddie Aquitos is going to check in on the next dead ball for Mooseheart. 2:25 to go here. 2-point game. Witten's open for 3. It's short. Anderson saves it. And Nyang has it. Almost throws it away. Boyd got a hand on it. It'll be Mooseheart ball. Aquitos back in. He gets a big hand from the Mooseheart kids. And we talked yesterday about Mooseheart, the largest child care facility in the state. It's residential. Over 200 kids live there. Blow the miss. Odunse the follow, and it won't go. But there's a Dunaway. Just his first bucket, or second bucket of the game, rather.
There haven't been many second chance points for Mooseheart in this game. They got a few there. Good job attacking the board, staying with it.
Boyd wanted the 3-point try in the corner. He was open. Witten's going to take it to the hoop. Tried it lefty that time. Heyworth gets another shot again. Boyd, long 3. A quick one. Anderson, the big rebound as it blocked. Odunse tapped it. Witten has it. Almost fouled by Aquitos. Wickenhauser, can he do it again? No. All right, let's go to Matt Rodewald.
Well, Freddie Aquitos took that elbow in his face and had some blood to deal with his nose, so they're fixing that up. The reason it took him so long to get back, they had a thorough testing system of concussion symptoms. They went through all that. He checked out okay, and he's back in the game. That's what took him so long to get back out here.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now a foul on Heyworth, and that will send Freddie Aquitos to the line.
Right away, you can see with Aquitos being back in the game, they handled the pressure a lot better. And for Heyworth, kind of a crazy last possession. A lot of threes. Look a little bit like that Syracuse ending, if you saw that last night. Threes just going up all over the place in the same possession. Threes got them back into this game, but they got to be taking quality shots. Don't just fire them up there anytime it gets into your hands. Keep moving that ball. Keep taking quality shots like you did for the last 2 quarters.
Good hustle by Poe to keep the ball alive and keep possession after the missed free throw. Under a minute to go now, 3rd quarter. Mooseheart led early by 17. Heyworth's come back to make a game of it. Whoa, fall away jumper. Boy, what sweet touch by the big guy. He's got 11. That's a great shot.
Nothing you can do defensively. Reeves was right there. That's a big time move by Poe. Fake. One-way turn back around over the other shoulder.
Had never played basketball until 2 years ago. When he started, he was a volleyball player. Witten takes it to the hoop. Tried to avoid the big guys and missed. It's off Mooseheart. It'll be Heyworth ball with 17.7 left in the 3rd. I'll check that. They say it's Mooseheart ball. Not sure it touched Mooseheart last. And now it's Heyworth ball. Logan Johnson back in now for Heyworth.
A lot of momentum can shift here. Last 15 seconds, Heyworth looking for a bucket. And make sure you get the last shot. You don't want Mooseheart to be able to run out here.
Tried to get it inside to Boyd. It's off Mooseheart with 4.6 left. The Red Ramblers on a 6-0 run here after an impressive second half start for Heyworth. Witten to inbound. Reeves dives for it. Witten can't pick it up. And that's how the 3rd quarter will end. Mooseheart takes a pretty good shot. Freddie Aquitos literally took a shot to the face. but they've held on and take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter.
We're a community of giving kids opportunities in a number of ways, educationally, vocationally, through fine arts of band, music, singing, drama, and you know, just in 4-H. We're just a great campus to give kids an opportunity to do things they might not have been able to do in their life.
Ron Aaron speaking about the Mooseheart community. He's the director of residential living there. Wickenhauser for three. Boyd gets it. Goes to the floor to try and hang on to it. Odunse comes out of there with it. Here comes Mooseheart in transition. Odunse rolls it in. His first basket of the game.
Mooseheart, for the first time in a while, able to get out in transition. Able to hustle after that loose ball. Leads to an easy bucket on the other end.
8-0 run for the Red Ramblers. What's Heyworth got to get back to here, Sean?
Back to moving the basketball. They can shoot deep threes, but again, move it. This is a good shot right here.
Wickenhauser. Dunaway to the hoop, and he'll go to the line for the and one.
And another run out for Mooseheart. Doing a good job of getting the rebound and getting out in transition for an easy basket. They were hard to come by there in the second and third quarter. Heyworth, we just touched on it briefly. Got to make outside shots, but some of these are after one pass and really deep. You want to get that ball moving back and forth again, get that penetration, kick out the shooters.
An 11-0 run for Mooseheart. Baseline jumper is no good for Johnson. He hustles after it, saves it to Reeves. We'll check that Schultz. He has it taken away. Dang! To the hoop! .24 for Mangisto Dang. It's a 13-0 run.
And 6 straight out in transition.
Witten for three. Explosive run here for Mooseheart. Heyworth trying to recover now on this possession rather. And a reach on Adonaway. Let's check out our Heyworth move of the game. Compliments of Realtor.com. Take your home search mobile with Realtor.com. It's Caleb Marr. The standstill three. That was a big one. That was their only lead of this game, 34-33. Capped off a 12-0 run. Witten, standstill three, no good, short. And he's whistled for the foul. And that's one, I mean, wide open look that time. He's made 33 on the season coming in.
Yeah, we're talking about Heyworth moving the ball. They need to move the ball better, but now we got to give Mooseheart some credit defensively. They're starting to run at shooters. The shooters were very comfortable there in the second and third quarter. In this fourth quarter, everything's been rushed. They haven't got those open looks. That was the first time they got a decent look, but they're not in rhythm anymore. So we got to give Mooseheart some credit. They've turned up the defense and gotten Heyworth out of their comfort zone a little bit.
You talk about the big guys and their D1 potential. How about Freddie Aquitos, just a sophomore, doing such a great job running this offense. A tough day at the line, 2 of 5 there.
And for him, it's a lot more than stats. You could tell how much they struggled when he went out of the game, just getting into an offense. He settles this team down.
McCurp, 158 blocks on the year coming into today. Dunaway with the bucket at the other end. He's got 9, and Tom Eller has to call timeout. Since Heyworth took that 34-33 lead, Mooseheart's on a 21-4 run. So you talk about answering the call. And Mooseheart's done that here.
Yeah, and it's getting out, running in transition. Here you can see another finish out on the break. Second and third quarter, Mooseheart was not able to run. They struggled to score, and then Aquitos going out of the ball game. You saw for that 5-6 minute stretch, Mooseheart really struggled getting the ball across half court and getting into an offensive set. He just calms this team down. He's back in there running the show. He doesn't have to score, but he gets them set up and gets this team feeling comfortable, and then everybody can play in a position where they're used to playing.
Here's a look at the fast break points, and we've seen quite a few of those here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, they're all right here just in this spot. I think it was 2-0 at the half. So Heyworth had done a fantastic job of taking away fast break points in the first half, and even really in the third quarter. It's all been late here in the early going of the fourth quarter. They've been able to get out and run.
Mooseheart had a couple of close calls on the way here to state. Newark tried to hold the ball on them. They won that game 25-22 to win the Somonauk Regional, and then a 6-point win over Chicago Hope Academy. Heyworth gave them a pretty good shot here. Now can they make another run to get it back? Kayla Marr, nice cut, nice vision by Justin Witten. Kayla Marr now with 7. And the takeaway, Schultz! He can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line. Now Heyworth trying to ramp up their intensity a little bit.
Yeah, again, defense leading to offense. Good job after a made basket. Able to get back into their press. Bad pass on the inbounds there.
Schultz, a 59% free thrower, all-state linebacker.
He was falling away from the line as he was shooting. He's got to stay right there, shoot with confidence, stay at the line. That's better.
Sean Harrington is available for private coaching. Can we put your website up? Do you have a website? Good coaching by Mr. Harrington. 5:04 left. It's a 13-point Mooseheart lead. It looked like Mooseheart would run away with it. Heyworth able to come back and take a third quarter lead, but Mooseheart has answered. And now a foul whistled against Schultz on the defense. Heyworth folks wanted a charge, but Pro will go to the line instead. Fourth now on Kyle Schultz.
Yeah, Pro had nowhere to come down. He was already in the air trying to just catch a pass. Schultz got underneath him, so good call by the refs.
Pro now with 12 points. And a pretty good day at the line, just 58% at the line coming in. He's 5 of 7. He's got 13 points. And as we go to break, the Mooseheart fans loving what they're seeing. Red Ramblers back up 15.
Welcome back. Mooseheart on the verge of their first state championship, but either way, both these schools being here for the first time, they're going to celebrate as Championship Saturday gives way to Celebration Sunday. Look at all the Heyworth fans. They came here in droves. They're going to be celebrating on Sunday. They don't even know they're on TV right now, but they'll be ready to go Sunday at 2 at the school's gym. And yes, there will be a big caravan back to school when they head back tonight. As for Mooseheart, they're going to wait until Friday when they do their celebration, 10:30 in the morning, an all-school assembly because Lee, they have other state championship qualifiers like in cross country and wrestling. They have not been honored, so they're all going to do it together.
All right, celebrate good times. Good, huh? Yeah, yeah. Caleb Marr to the hoop. Odunse the pull up. Quo the follow. 56-41. Caleb Marr back in. He's got 4 fouls. Got to be careful going for the offensive rebound. Picks it up off the floor and throws it right to Dunaway. Man, it's wild down there. Dallas Lee, we haven't said his name much today, but he draws the foul. Ooh, and now pretty bad cut for Jason Witten. I think he got him right above the eye. So we need a good cut man out there today. It's a little bit like Rocky.
Been a physical one. Leaving it all on the floor, championship game. See, there was just a pile up there, guys diving for a loose ball on the floor.
4:01 left in this one. A couple of trainers out there. They're got their blood gear on. Justin Witten. We talked about Freddie Aquitos and how he makes Mooseheart run. He's the guy that makes Heyworth run. He's their point guard, and here you see him getting in the mix. Hard to see what actually happened there.
Yeah, I think his head probably hit the floor maybe when somebody rolled over on him. It might have even been his own teammate. There was a lot of bodies in there. Kind of looked like a white jersey rolled on top of him, and you couldn't see at the end, but possibly his head then maybe kind of just hit the floor.
He had a huge game for Heyworth on Tuesday night. 24 points, 7 assists, 3 steals in the win over St. Thomas More. This is a Heyworth team that's had to battle injuries all year long. They had Anderson out with an ankle, Witten shoulder, Reeves with an ankle, and they spent a lot of time with the trainers. Once they got healthy after the McLean County tournament, they've gone on a 13-1 or 13-1 run rather. See Justin Witten sitting up. That's a good sign. A big hand for their leading scorer and team leader, Justin Witten.
Been a tough day for point guards
in
this one, and looks like he's going to be okay. Just cut above the eye, and I think that's what happened. I think he kind of got rolled on, and his head hit the floor after he got rolled on.
.401 left in this one. Heyworth down 15. They trailed 19-2. They trailed by 17 points. And then made a furious rally in the second quarter to get it to 6. They continue that run in the second half and actually took a 1-point lead. But Mooseheart has been able to go on several runs of their own in this game, and pretty impressive. When they get it going, they're an impressive group to watch.
Yeah, they've had 2 runs in them that were very, very impressive to start the game, and then just here late when they get out in transition, they are a tough team to stop.
All right, Dallas Lee will go to the line now. He is scoreless in this game. 61% free thrower. He was 6 of 7 at the line yesterday against Cesar Belier.
You're getting points here on the board now with the clock stopped. Got to pick up again full court. Pick up your pressure, see if you can turn over Mooseheart. They've turned it over quite a few times. So try to get a quick steal again.
Schultz almost comes up with it. Got a hand on it. It'll be Mooseheart ball. Kind of got their better ball handling group out there right now. Dang gives to Quo. Gets his own rebound. You can't afford to give these guys second chances.
No, Mooseheart misses the layup. You have to take advantage of that if you're Heyworth.
Dunse throws it away. 13-point difference here with 3:31 to go for a state championship. This will be the first team trophy in school history at Mooseheart. And it'll be the first basketball trophy for Heyworth. Boyd for three.
And that's not the shot you're looking for.
And the steal by Wickenhauser. What a game he's had. 13 points off the bench. Boyd tries again. And the whistle on the rebound. And if it's on Caleb Marr, that will be his fifth. So he will foul out with 7 points in this game. Take a look at our Mooseheart move of the game. Compliments of Realtor.com. Go mobile with your home search at Realtor.com. And Mooseheart has been very mobile. The give from Dang to Poe. And Gisto Dang at the line. He's got 25 points now after putting up a season high 31 yesterday. If they crowned a tournament MVP, he'd be the guy.
Yeah, between the performance between him and Alan Blick this afternoon, it's been two good performances.
Anderson's follow wouldn't go. Dallas Lee can't get it to fall. And the whistle's going to go against Makua Poe. And it'll be free. It'll be out of bounds for Heyworth. Kick ball. It'll stay with Heyworth. Justin Witten still back in the locker room being tended to for that cut over the eye. Wickenhauser catches and shoots.
Yeah, just in this fourth quarter, the difference in shot selection. Heyworth is having to rush these shots. They don't feel confident. They're not in rhythm. Like in the second and third quarter, it's just much different.
Boyd almost came up with a steal, got the tie up, but the arrow points Mooseheart's way. Now Schultz hustles to the bench to wipe off some blood off his hand. And Poe scores inside. He's got 15. Dang comes up with the steal. And now a foul on Dallas Lee will send Mengistu Dang to the line. He's 10 of 11 there today.
And you can just tell the difference in both of these teams. Point guards go out. Mooseheart went through that stretch there in the third quarter without Aquitos. They've really struggled offensively, and now with Justin Witt not in the game, you can see Heyworth struggling to get into an offensive rhythm themselves.
6'7", 190 pounds. Mengistu Dang, one of 3 young men from South Sudan on this team. He's got 27 now. And it's back to an 18-point Mooseheart lead. Schultz will try the three. Here's a Dunaway laying it in. And it's going to be timeout time for Tom Eller. So Mooseheart took a pretty good shot here from Heyworth in the second quarter and opening moments of the third, but Mooseheart, now it's just a matter of time. A minute 40 away from their first ever state championship.
Yeah, and they've earned it. Like we said, took 2 great efforts. Unity yesterday really took it to them early on in that ball game and played hard. And today, Heyworth off to a real slow start, but played a great middle of this game. Took the lead there for a little bit in the third quarter. So Mooseheart has earned these 2 victories. They've had to play hard and play well to get the wins.
We saw yesterday, too, in the semifinals, for Cesar Valir, Vanway came off the bench, gave them a huge lift. Today, the bench player of the day is Adam Wickenhauser with 13 points off the bench, 3 threes in the second quarter that really allowed Heyworth to get back in this game after being down 19-2 early.
Yeah, you love to see those guys step up, and you know, it's a team effort, and especially when you talk about Heyworth, they've said it. They've got a bunch of guys, 3 guys averaging, you know, double figures. No one's averaging 15, 20 points a game. It's been a team effort all year, and it's been a team effort again here this weekend.
Both coaches go to their bench now. Ryan Tomlin whips it down to Bobby Ruerts. Now inside to Jacob Omahana. Back to Ruerts. His shot's no good. Nyang still in there for Mooseheart. He tapped it back to Logan Johnson, who scored. Jacob Day also in there for Heyworth. Ramiro Sanchez in for Mooseheart. Josh Tucker in there as well. Layup attempt no good for Jacob Day. And now a tie-up and a jump ball. Freddie Aquitos is... No, that's not Freddie Aquitos. I thought it was number 1. It's number 11. Ramiro Sanchez. Okay, we talked about him. Nyang the block. Let's see who else is out there. Josh Tucker for Mooseheart. Joshua Gordon. Logan Johnson with the bucket.
Couple buckets here for him. Great for all these guys to get on the floor. It's an impressive thing playing a championship game. Not many people get that opportunity. Great for both of these teams to have that experience.
Absolutely, and a championship coming to Mooseheart, a community that's been around for 100 years. Started off, they just took care of the orphans of Moose members, but they expanded their mission a few years back. And they are there to take care of kids from unstable environments, kids from inner cities, all across the country and now across the globe. And Moose members support these kids. In fact, Makur Pwo is gets extra support from the Pekin Moose, which is just a few minutes from Peoria. Each Moose lodge takes one student as their special student. So there are Moose members that will celebrate this championship all across America today. Josh Tucker takes it to the hoop. Ryan Tomlin the rebound for Heyworth. One last shot attempt, and Nyang is there to slot it away. And Mooseheart is your Class 1A state champion. And the Red Ramblers head right up to their classmates. Over 200 resident children at Mooseheart. We're going to have to come back and celebrate on the floor, though, here first. We've got medals and trophies to hand out. Let's go over to Matt Rodewall.
Mangisto Dang, a spectacular performance. How does it feel to be a state champion?
I don't know how to explain how to explain how I feel. You know, it feels great to be a champion. You know what I mean? We've been working for that for like since last year, but yeah, we did it. I feel so good.
You took the run after you were up by 17, and they rallied back. What did it take for you guys to get back the control of this one? This has been a mission season after losing to Chicagoland Jewish on your own home floor in that sectional last year. What has this been like, this journey this past year?
It's really crazy since last year, you know. We thought about winning last year, but Chicago Land Use broke our heart, you know what I mean? And I keep telling my teammate, you know, we don't want our heart to get broke this year again. So we worked really hard, you know.
Well, congratulations to you. Let you celebrate with your teammates.
Thank you.
All right, Lee, from broken hearts a year ago to state champion, Child City to the River City, Mooseheart, #1.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. And they get the teams gathered around, and they will hand out trophies and medals here. The first ever basketball trophy for Heyworth. And the first state trophy in school history for Mooseheart.
And they earned it. There's no question about it. They played well this weekend. They took 2 great opponents. Unity gave them a tough effort yesterday, and Heyworth gave them all they could handle again today. So great performance by Mooseheart yesterday and today.
A lot of happy faces up there in that Mooseheart crowd. Kids that have had a tough way to go, but they're enjoying what they're seeing here today. All right, let's go to Paul Herzog, our PA announcer, as the awards are presented for Heyworth and Mooseheart.
And our board of directors that are here presenting the medallions and trophies. Those that are here today: Vice President Dr. Chuck Nagel of East Peoria, representing Division 6. Secretary Jim Quaid of Chicago Gordon Tech, an at-large member. Tim McConnell of Erie, representing Division 4. Scott Adrian of Maroa Forsyth, representing Division 5. B. Kent Jones of Breeze Central, representing Division 7. Deborah Pitts of Bethalto Civic Memorial, an at-large member. Dr. Jeanette Knuckles of Urbana University High, an at-large member. And Greg Bradley of Forsyth Decatur Christian, board-appointed treasurer. Presenting medallions will be Scott Adrian and Jeanette Knuckles. At this time, please meet the Hornets of Heyworth, who finished second place, a record of 26-8. Meet the superintendent of Heyworth, Dr. Ty Wolf. Principal Jeff Asmus. Athletic Director Charles Lockenauer. Certified Athletic Trainer Matt Weil. Head Coach Tom Eller. Assistant Coach Joe Brennan. Assistant Coach Samuel Beaver. And now the Hornets players. Number 10, Adam Wickenhauser. 12, Justin Witten. 14, Dallas Lee. 20, Caleb Marr. 22, Hayden Boyd. 24, Logan Johnson. 30, Ryan Tomlin. 32, Wesley Anderson. 34, Jacob Day. 40, Bobby Rewerts. 42, Jacob Omahana. 44, Kyle Schultz. 52, Colton Reeves. Congratulations, the Hornets of Heyworth, second place in 1A 2014. Now presenting medallions will be Jim Quaid and Deborah Pitts. At this time, meet the Red Ramblers of Mooseheart, who finished 2014 in first place in 1A, a record of 29-3. Superintendent and Principal, Jeff Shimshat. Athletic Director, Mark Johnson. Head Coach, Ron Ahrens. Assistant Coach, Pete Daniels. Now the Red Rambler players. 1, Freddie Aquitos. Number 10, Hamid Adunawu. 11, Ramiro Sanchez. 12, Joshua Gordon. 14, Peter Karowski. 23, Josh Tucker. 24, Mengistu Deng. 25, J.J. Odunsi. 32, Lukur Po. 44, Akeem Niang. Manager, Nick Laprado. And manager, Remy Magishi. Congratulations to the Red Ramblers of Mooseheart, first place 2014 1A. Presenting the second place trophy will be Greg Bradley, will Coach Eller and the captains of Heyworth step forth and receive the second place trophy. Presenting the first place trophy will be Tim McConnell, Coach Ahrens, and the captains of Mooseheart. Please step forward and receive the first place trophy.
Congratulations, fellas.
Congratulations to both teams on successful years. We hope you enjoyed America's Original March Madness, a 2014 1A version. Enjoy your stay in Peoria. Wherever you're driving next, we ask you please drive safely.
All right, our congratulations to Heyworth on their second place trophy, their first basketball trophy in school history, and to the state champions from Mooseheart, the first ever state trophy in school history. Back from Peoria right after this. As I was saying, for Matt Rodewald and former Fighting Illini guard Sean Harrington, Lee Hall, so long from Peoria. Don't forget 2A basketball coming your way tonight, beginning at 6:30.